also include cleanings, adjustments, and in-office repairs at no charge. Call our Sedalia office at 826-0180 or our Marshall office at 831-5048 and recover the precious moments you're missing with hearing loss.
Papa, I love you.
I love you too, buddy.
Well, we're about ready for the second half, and Joe Hall joins us. Let's see, are you working on I guess Mountain Time or something?
Yeah,
right?
I'm sorry to miss the first half.
You had homecoming activities at Wentworth.
Homecoming
How
up
everything go, all right?
Homecoming at Wentworth is going very well. I had some duties this afternoon, and I'm sorry to miss the first half, but I didn't know if to leave you alone. I thought it'd be okay. You did well, 20-3, well. So you've done a great job.
Last drive, they got a field goal out at CMU, but the Viking defense has been solid, and really the offense have been pretty consistent. I like the running game so far, too.
Yeah, that's good to see, mixing the run and the pass. And Malachi Daniels sounds like he's running harder and harder every week. And, you look at this defense, Ken, and they've given up, I guess, 2 touchdowns so far in the first 3 conference games. So, yeah. Really playing well.
All right, how about some stats? I think they gave us some stats. Let's just take a quick look at a couple of the numbers for you. Running the football, the Vikings ran the ball pretty well, it looks like, in the first half. 93 yards rushing and passing for 108 yards, but holding them to 57 yards rushing. They got most of that on the first play at about 26-yard run. So Viking defense doing what they normally do.
Well, and offensively, 93 on the ground and 108 through the air. That's about as good a balance as you're going to get. And the Vikes outgained Central Methodist totally, 201 yards of total offense to 96. So a 2-1 margin there. So again, Vikes dominating the first half. Really have played well.
Bruce Reyes ran for a touchdown. Malachi Daniels ran for the other 2 scores. Vikings picked off a couple of passes, one by Darren Davis, another one picked off by Andrew Human. That led to a short field and a score. So the Valley defense doing a good job. CMU will get the ball, and we're just about ready for the second half. Let's take a 30-second break. We'll come back with the second half.
Scrap metal can add up to some big dollars. It's Donna with the A&J Auto Salvage in Higginsville, and we're ready to pay you money for all types of things. Old cars to cans, iron to copper, brass to aluminum. We buy it all. Serving mid-Missouri for over 7 years. People say not only do we have great prices, they also like the personal service they get from our locally owned business. So if it's scrap you want to sell or a car part you need to buy, consider A&J Salvage in Higginsville. Just call 1-800-748-7634.
We're about ready for the second half as the Vikings lead it by the score of 20-3, and they will kick off to start the second half.
You mentioned a minute ago Malachi Daniels a minute ago. 11 carries in the first half for 54 yards, an average of almost 5 yards a carry. And we talk about Malachi being a good north to south runner, but really did a good job and just kind of a very workmanlike half, piling up those 54 yards. Tillman 4 carries for 22 yards. Bruce Reyes carried the ball 4 times for 16 yards. So pretty good balance from the passing. Reyes 11 out of 16 for 108 yards. So.
And you brought the sunshine with you.
Yeah, I brought it and followed me all the way down from the west.
Boy, it is pretty.
Got here at the same time.
Beautiful afternoon now as Morrow will kick it off. And this kick is going to go deep into the end zone, and they will let it bound in the touchback. They'll get it to the 25-yard lines where CMU will take over. Vikes lead by the score of 20-3. Both these teams 2-0. One of the scores, Joe, we saw earlier, we don't have a score, but I believe it was Benedictine rolled in today. It was like 45-0 over Graceland at the half, something like that.
And I think the Ravens are ranked number 7 in the country. They're a couple notches ahead of the Vikings. And we don't play them, I don't believe, till the next to last regular season game. We play them here, and a lot of real estate between now and then. But that shaping up that if everybody keeps doing what they're doing could be a huge game.
All right, it'll be first down at the 25-yard line. As the CMU Eagles, they go with Nicholas Stevens at quarterback, and he throws it down the sideline, first down, and he completes it to his favorite receiver, Jamal Williams. Caleb Borghardt started the game, was really ineffective, so Nicholas Stevens has come in, And he throws a pass to Jamal Williams, and that is a first down out at the 41-yard line. CMU trying to get something going offensively here as they scored on their last drive, and that was a field goal.
Jamal Williams stands 6'6". He's a big target. He was open that time.
On the first down, they hand it off, and not much there for Coons. Maurice Kuhn gets maybe a half a yard, and that'll be it. Ty Phillips in there on the stop again. That Viking front's been tough. It looks like Khalid Muhammad there.
Yeah, kind of, Ken, I really like these new Viking jerseys. These home uniforms, so much easier to read the numbers than on those white road uniforms.
I like them. Good-looking uniform. Second down and 9 for Stevens. They'll run the end around, and the Vikings force a fumble. Trimble's after it, and the ball's going to be recovered by CMU, I think. Ty Phillips forced a fumble. Trimble tried to pick it up, couldn't come up with it, but it's going to be third down and long way back at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Trimble and Khalid Muhammad both had a good shot at that fumble, but sometimes that ball bounces in a weird direction. It rolled right back up to the Central Methodist running back, but a big loss on the play. Let's call it third down at about 24.
That would have been nice to get that ball, but now let's see if the Vikes can stop the Eagles on their first possession of the second half. Back to throw is Stevens, rushes on. They're going to throw the screen pass. Looking for yardage, and the tackle is made for a loss as Kuhn is dropped in the backfield. And guess who? You don't have, if there's a tackle for a loss, it's usually Ty Phillips.
Well, and Ty ran a long way for that. He ran down the line of scrimmage, had to make really an open field tackle. And for a big guy, he's very quick. And, we look at Ty's measurements, 6'2", 252 pounds. But, boy, he moves very well. So now Central's going to have to kick deep. Looks like Tyler Davis will stand back about his own 42 to receive this boot.
Ryan Gifford has done a nice job. Tyler tried to return one and went backwards about 20 yards trying to get open and couldn't do it. High snap. Here they come up the middle. The Vikings. He gets it away. Davis over. That ball takes a sideways bounce and will go out of bounds at the Viking 44-yard line. So great field position. Vikes stayed away from it and should get great position here.
Ken, I'm looking across the way, the new Student Rec Center. It looks to me like there's a lot more there than there was 2 weeks ago.
There's a lot more there.
But it looks like you can see progress every time we come up here in the booth. That's really going to be nice when they get that finished.
And you can see as we do our live stream today, sometimes you can see over there on some of the plays. First down for Valley at the 44-yard line, their own 44.
Looks like James Tillman's going to be in at the running back position this series.
There'll be some premium seats over there for watching football and soccer, won't there?
It'll be a great place.
It's going to be first down at the 44-yard line. Vikes lead 20-3. Defense did their job, stopped CMU on the first drive of the half. And they hand it off to Tillman. Tillman started the game at running back, and he gets a very tough yard, and that's it. Running between the tackles. Not much there. It'll be second down and 9.
Yeah, they're on the stop for CMU that time. Ryan Restemeyer, also Halen Jacobs, linebacker, as they stop Tillman for a gain of 1 yard on the play.
12:31 to go, third quarter, 20-3, Valley with a lead. Darian Turk comes out of the lineup. 3 wide receivers off to the right side, 1 to the left side. Johnson to the left side on this second down and 9 from the 45-yard line. Reyes back to throw. Pocket hold. Steps up. Throws over the middle. Trying to get it to Mikkel Johnson. The pass a little high, and it'll be third down.
Yeah, Vikes could have been lucky that time. Mikkel was well covered, and Bruce kind of threw that into heavy traffic right in the middle of the field, but Mikkel got a hand on it, so nobody was going to pick it off. But now a big third down play for the Vikes.
On the season, 4 touchdown passes for Reyes. He's also thrown 4 interceptions. All 3 touchdowns today have come on the ground. So third and 9, Vikes need to get into CMU territory to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive early in the third quarter. Reyes takes the snap, rushes on, throws, and he throws an incomplete. Should have been picked off.
Yeah,
he threw the ball, and Sheldrick Walker stepped right in front of the intended receiver. Should have had an INT and dropped it.
And give Jonathan Bird credit. Bird was the intended receiver, ended up being the defensive back on that play because, like you said, the defensive back, Walker, had inside position, and Bird breaks it up. So now Vikes will have to kick it away.
And Maiden's done a nice job today. Really did a nice job on a low snap. Took it on one hop and still got it away. Now he'll get this one away. Spiral, and it's going to go inside the 10. The Vikings give chase, but it'll go into the end zone. Maiden trying to get that thing into the corner, but unable to get the bounce he wanted. It goes into the end zone, so both teams 3 and out on their first possessions, and the Eagles come back out.
You know, I think the kicking game is going to be so important for the Vikings in some of these big games. And I see Jason Maiden, the youngster from Carrollton, getting more and more confidence each week. And Dan Morrow kicking the ball much better each week. So that's going to be a key ingredient if this team's going to have another banner season.
The Eagles take over at their own 20-yard line. Their only drive into Viking territory. Well, they got in there in the first drive of the game. They had to punt, and then they got the field goal, and that was it. Viking defense has done a pretty good job to this point. As you said, under 100 yards total at the half. But on first down, the Eagles, they run that end around. That's been one of their best plays of the game, and they get about 3 yards of it as they run it to Paul Stevens this time, running from his right to left. Vikings collapse. Franklin and others in on the tackle, second down.
Yeah, Michael Barnes also came up, Jonathan Sanchez, so let's call it a gain of maybe 2 on the play, second down and 8, maybe a long 7.
Michael Barnes and then Davis in the safeties now. As Philip Fowler ruled a targeted hit, and he was out of the game in the first half. Here's the pass, batted up in the air, and now batted down by one of the offensive linemen as the Vikings got in there and batted that ball straight up in the air, and wisely one of the linemen just batted it back down.
That was Dominique McDonald that got up and got his hands on that pass and coming from that linebacker position. So now big third down play. If Vice can hold here, they should get pretty good field position.
Yes, third down and 7. Yet Nicholas Stevens did not start the game at quarterback, came in for the last 2 series of the first half. Third down and 7, back to throw. Throws it down the sideline. Tyler Davis with absolute perfect coverage on Chris Denton. He had him blanketed, and the pass is incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Tyler Davis is as good a cover corner as you're going to see. I don't know why. If I was an offensive team, I would not throw in his direction.
Never. I don't care who the receiver is on the other side. I guess every once in a while they just say, let's try it, just see if he's as good as we think he is, and he proves them right every time.
I think I'd want to know where he is on every snap.
Tyler standing back at his own 45-yard line. Gifford will punt again, his second punt of the half. High snap. Vikes are coming up the middle again. Ooh. They don't get there. Boy, that was close to getting there again. Davis goes back now. He's going to take it on the bounce. He goes to his left side, and
I guess they said
I don't know why.
Knee was down. I don't know.
I have no idea why that whistle blew.
No, I don't think his knee was down at all.
Oh, I guess they said he maybe called for a fair catch.
Yeah, maybe did.
Said really, he might have called for a fair catch.
Tyler probably should have caught that punt. That ball was high enough, and he kind of backed away from it. Usually he'll go right up and try to catch anything, but that's one maybe he should have caught. But nonetheless, Vikes get a pretty good field position, 32-yard line.
The official ruled that no, he was waving for the fair catch, so they have it at their own 32. Up 20-3. It's a comfortable lead, but you'd sure like 1 or 2 more, Joe.
And folks, don't forget, 2 weeks from now, I believe, is homecoming.
Yep,
homecoming. We go to Graceville next week, and then Evangel comes here in 2 weeks. That's always a fun weekend. A lot of activity here on the campus.
We'll have of course, all the alumni activities, the parade, the Hall of Fame recognition Saturday morning. It's going to be a big day, big weekend. First down, and that'll be a procedure penalty on the Vikings, and I think they may call it on Zavon Moore. I think the big guy from Grandview. If they didn't call it on him, he's upset about it, so it may be on Zavon. It'll be 1st and 15.
I think we had 7 guys moving on that play before the snap.
Everybody was moving. Zavon pulled up to block, and it'll be 1st and 15. Ball back at the 27-yard line. 20-3 is our score. Valley with the lead. Reyes on first down, fumbles the ball. He was trying to get it to Nigel Daw, and a miscommunication on the snap. They're going to lose 2 there. It'll be 2nd and 17 coming up.
Yeah, that play just never developed. Bruce, a good job of falling on it after the ball hit the ground. But, again, Vikings very deep at running back. Nigel Daw in there. Malachi Daniels has had a good game. James Tillman started the game at the running back position, and we'll probably see Keith O'Neill before the night's over.
So 2nd down and 17 now. The Vikes going the wrong way. 10:38, third quarter, 20-3 Valley. Reyes throws over the middle to Ballard. Ballard makes the catch, makes one man miss, and almost got back to the original line of scrimmage as he's across the 30-yard line out to the 32. They'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
Ryan Retzenmeyer, the defensive back, senior, out of Sullivan, Missouri, there to make the stop for Central. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and looks like 3rd and about 11 for the Vikings.
Travis Thornton stays in as a wide receiver. Mikal Johnson, Ballard still in there. 2 wide receivers go to the right side, 1 to the left on this 3rd down and 11. For Reyes, working out of the shotgun on this play. Back to pass. Over the middle.
Oh,
incomplete. It's picked off.
That had to be an interference.
There's no flag going to be thrown there.
Oh,
Ballard was just hammered before the ball got there, and they're not going to call it an interception. They're going to give the ball to CMU. Wow.
Matt Harmon, a 200-pound sophomore, hit Jacoby Bellard.
Oh, my
I'd say at least a second before the ball got there. Wow.
And Paul Troth is a good 10 yards out on the field. He wants to know why a flag wasn't thrown there. That was so obvious.
And that was almost a flagrant hit, I thought.
Wow. Paul's had one player targeted. Oh, and he's going after another official. Now, Paul Troth is hot.
That was a terrible call.
That was bad.
We don't talk about officials that much, but today
that was so obvious.
Might be a good day.
That was so obvious. But the Vikings will have to go to work as they rule it a interception and not interference. Now back to throw is Stevens. He's looking to throw it deep. It's going to be a jump ball situation. It's intercepted by Davis. Oh, they're going to throw the flag. If they call that defensive interference, oh my goodness. The ball was up for grabs.
Tribble, I think, is the guy that came up
Tribble?
with it. Yeah, I believe it was Tribble.
They're going to rule that pass interference on the Vikings. Oh, my goodness.
Well, that was the big guy. That was Jamal Williams was the target. Again, he's 6'6", and Randolph Tribble at 5'10", back trying to cover him. They were jostling for the ball, but I don't know. That looked kind of like it was a jump ball
It was an underthrown ball. They both go up for it, and they throw that. I'll tell you what. That is unbelievable. There are 2 or 3 plays now. This crew has fallen asleep on the job. But
that was not as bad as the one the play before. That one before was that was a bad one.
But it's 1st down at the 23-yard line for CMU. They're trying to get right back into this game. 1st down at the 23. Viking defense has to be solid here. Stevens back to throw. He gets away from Reyes. Now tries to turn the corner. He's going to take off, gets to the line of scrimmage, and then is bumped out of bounds by Tribble. Let's see if he got back to the line of scrimmage. We have a Viking down over there. Slow to get up, and I think that is Stedman.
Yeah.
Well, he lost a yard. If Stevens couldn't turn the corner, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you know, Nicholas Stevenson, he's a junior out of Los Angeles, California. He gets to that corner pretty quickly. He's a pretty good scrambler.
2nd down and 11. Now play is stopped. Stedman will come out. He was kind of shaken up on that play, so he's going to check out. Leon Jackson is back in. Paul Troth still talking to the linesman. I don't know how in the world that linesman missed that call. It was right in front of him.
Well, it wasn't one of those plays. It was kind of concealed in the middle of a whole bunch of people. It was right out here in the open.
And CMU didn't even know if they had an interception for a while. They held off until the officials conferred that there was no penalty.
As blind as we are, we saw that.
And I'm blind. 2nd down and 11 from the 25-yard line. CMU scores here. They're right back in the game. Stevens takes the snap. Hands it off. There's a big hole right up the middle. And all the way down to the 5-yard line goes Raymond Bradley. It'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, it looked like a draw play that time, or just a little bit of a delayed action play. And I think Michael Barnes saved the touchdown with the tackle, but a nice run, knocking at the door of Central.
On 1st down, they give it to Bradley. He's touchdown. He goes in left side, right side. 20-3, now 20-9 with the extra point. Them coming. A big play, an interception, and then the Eagles take it in. So they're right back in this football game.
Well, 9 unanswered points with a 10th possibly to come here for the Eagles as they've cut this deficit now in half. So you really feel Vikes need a drive here. You feel Central getting some momentum.
Rivera will attempt the extra point on the run by Bradley. Ball down, kick is on the way. It is up, and it is good. 20-10, a 10-point lead for Valley. We'll be back with the kickoff on the Viking Sports Network.
Low interest rates can be challenging for investors, especially if you're trying to generate income during retirement. The rising rates can also bring new challenges. Are you prepared? I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Ryan Bamer. If the headlines about rising interest rates have your attention, call me today and ask for our free report, When Will Interest Rates Rise? Call 660-831-0502. That's 831-0502. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Well, 20-10 now. CMU making a run at Valley. Vikings running into the kicker, so that's going to be, the point is good.
They tack that on the kickoff?
I don't know if they do or not. They didn't indicate that they would. Vikings need a good return. They need something positive to happen. It's been a little while.
Yeah, need to put a drive. You know, the Viking running attack, they rushed for over 100 yards in the first inning, or the first half. This would be a good time to maybe put that running game to use again.
20-10 is our score. 9:06 to go in the third quarter. Valley still in control, but boy, that interception and then the ensuing drive was huge. Jarrell Davis and Tyler Davis back deep.
Big play, I think, was that draw play to Raymond Bradley. Boy, the sea just parted on that with a nice hole up the middle, and Bradley took it all the way down in the red zone and then scored on the next play.
Crowd rather quiet now as CMU scored the last 10 points of the game.
And pretty good crowd here. Not the crowd we had at the Mid-America game, but a pretty good Saturday afternoon crowd. So this Viking team drawing a lot of support this year.
Vikings better be aware of the onside kick here. CMU has the momentum. They're going to kick it deep. And this is returnable for Jarrell Davis. Davis has it at the 5, brings it back to the right side to the 10, to the 20. He breaks the tackle to the 30, spins to the outside, stays on his feet all the way to the 41-yard line. Good return by Jarrell Davis. Vikings needed that as he got through that wall to 20. Kind of ran into the back of Michael Barnes at the 40-yard line, but great return. And the Vikings now need to go to work offensively.
Yeah, Davis wrestled down there by Kyle McKenzie, a 170-pound freshman out of Huntsville, Texas. But pretty good field position for the Vikes across the 40 at their own 41-yard line. 8:56 left to play in the third. Vikes lead at 20-10, trying to go 3-0 in conference play.
Malachi Daniels comes in as the running back. The ball in good shape at the 41-yard line, but Valley needs to move the football. Leading 20-10. On first down, they give it off the middle. Daniels nowhere to go. CMU all over that play, and they are fired up right now. Halen Jacobs made the tackle. It'll be second down and 11.
Yeah, Central. Jacobs right in there. He really flew the gap that time and came up, made a hit. Also in on that stop for Central Methodist was big number 99, Damian Stevens, weighs 305. So let's call it second and 11 for the Vikings. Ball right at the 40.
Second down and 11. Ball in right between the hash marks. Reyes rolls to his right, going to drop it off, and there is Franklin, makes the catch. Franklin to midfield. Franklin up the sideline, running over tacklers. Now he's shoved out of bounds, but it'll be a first down at the CMU 38-yard line. That's about the third or fourth catch today for Mr. Franklin, and he makes some CMU Eagles pay for it when he runs upfield.
I'll tell you, it takes Delvon a while to get started, but once he gets going, he's a big guy, and we'll look at his dimensions here. They list him at 5'10", 245 pounds. He really had a full head of steam that time. Nice run after the catch.
That's about the third time that play has worked in this game. Now they give it off again, and fighting ahead for yardage is Daniels, and he gets to the 36. A gain of only 2. It'll be second down and 8. Clock is down to 7:53 in the third quarter, and it's 20-10 Valley.
Well, Vikes need to get points out of this drive. We're down inside the 40, down at about the 36. We need to take some of this momentum back away from the Eagles.
All the Vikings take a look over at the sideline for the play. Play clock is at 18. Better hurry here. Down to 13, down to 12 on the play clock as the Vikings all check the wristbands on this second down and 8 play from the Eagle 36-yard line. Handed off on the draw play, and fighting for yardage is Daniels. He was hit in the backfield and somehow fought off a couple of tackles and gets to the 34 to pick up positive yardage. It'll be third down and 6.
Tom Mahuga and also Shedrick Walker there to make the stop for Central. And Malachi really should have got nothing on that play.
Yeah.
He was stood up in the backfield and actually ended up making a gain of about 5 yards on the play. Let's call it 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6. Again, I think we need points on this drive. Bird goes wide to the right side. Reyes takes the snap. He rolls. He throws. Bird makes the catch at the 20. Falls forward inside the 15 to the 13. Big Jonathan Bird went up, grabbed it, and held on for a 1st down at the 14-yard line.
Jonathan stands 6'3", weighs 230, and he used every inch of that stretch that time to catch that high pass. Nice throw by Reyes away from the defender. Nice job of going up and getting it by the big guy Bird. So 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Now, see, the Vikes want to get that touchdown right back here. 6:25 to go, 3rd quarter, leading by 10. Reyes rolls to his left, wants to throw over the middle. Man is there. It's Alex Benson. Touchdown, Vikings.
Yeah, that's a way to get that momentum back. Couple of big passes, Reyes to Bird, then that 17-yard touchdown strike to Alex Benson, and Vikes back on top by 16.
And all started with a real nice kick return by Jarrell Davis. Get the ball out the 41, and they made quick work of it. One big 3rd down pass, and Vikings back up 26-10.
Well, you know, you like to see a team handle adversity like that. When things go bad, come back and do some things good, and that's exactly what they did in that drive.
Ball down, kick by Morrill is on the way, and it is through, and he has been solid since game 1. 27-10, Valley gets that 17-point lead back. 6:16 to go, 3rd quarter on the Viking Sports Network.
Ernie, Bob, and Homie are ready for the action-packed season of football. It's been a hard off-season workout at Heinz Floor Brothers. Moving steel, bidding jobs, welding both at the shop and in the field, and even a few 12-ounce curls.
Rehydration is always a good thing.
But
Ernie, Bob, and Homie
are ready to go to work for you. So if you need welding, call
Ernie, Bob, and Homie
at Heinz Floor Brothers in Marshall.
We're not much on physical fitness, but when you need welding, we're ready to play. Call us at 886-7775.
Vikings respond with a touchdown of their own to the CMU score to go up again by 17 and 27-10. Morrow will kick it off back deep. Raymond Bradley along with DeMarcus Jackson. Big score for the Vikes.
See if Dan can drill one into the end zone. Looks like kind of a crosswind right now, so maybe he can get his leg into it and nail one.
Morrow getting set, waiting for the official to give him the signal, and here we go. 27-10, kick is on the way. A line drive spinning into and out of the end zone. You called it, Joe.
That's a nice kick.
Just a little wind, and he's got that one through the end zone, so CMU will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, let's have the defense go to work again here. Let's pin them back or get another turnover and put this game out of reach. Still a lot of time left, but get another touchdown, it'd look pretty good.
Looks like the defensive ends on this series for Valley will be Brad Wolf and Khalid Mohammed.
Have you been impressed the way Coach Monty Rowe and the other defensive coaches just continually put fresh bodies in there, and they all seem to do the job? You can't tell when the starting team's in there and when they're not, really.
So it's 1st down at the 25-yard line. Now let's see if CMU can respond. They send a man in motion and hand it off that way. And that play has worked all game long for CMU when they just hand it off to those receivers. And this time it is Sean Whitley coming around. Good gain across the 30 all the way to the 32-yard line before he's run out of bounds on the far side.
Dominique McDonald over there right in front of the Central Methodist bench to make the stop. And that's a gain of about 8 on the play. So now one of those plays you can do about what you want. 2nd down and 2 for Central.
And again, they have Nicholas Stevens in the ball game at quarterback, replacing Caleb Borghardt, who started. Now they'll throw the pass to Whitley. Whitley makes the catch. Whitley turns the corner. He's got some speed. He's to the CMU 50 and now goes out of bounds inside the 40 to about the 35. Whitley made a nice little juke move and faked one of the defenders, and here come the Eagles again, marching right down the field.
Well, Whitley showed good moves and great speed that time as he outran about 3 guys that had good angles on him and almost took that one to the house. But, boy, the Eagles really, after being kind of dormant on offense, have really gotten it going the last 3 series.
Yeah, this hurry-up offense. Stevens back to throw, rushes on. He's looking to throw it away and smartly does. No one was open. He was being chased by Stedman. And he just threw it to the CMU sideline. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The closest receiver over there was John Whitley.
I think one of the chain gang made a one-hand catch on that over there. Guy was holding the chain with the right hand and caught the ball with the left hand. I think I'd suit that guy up.
Good catch. 2nd down and 10 from this Viking 35-yard line after the big catch and run by Whitley. They hand the ball off, and the Vikings going to give up a few yards this time, but not that many to Bradley. Right up the middle goes Bradley. Fumbled the ball, and the Vikings have it. Bradley was fighting for extra yards. The ball came through, and one of the Valley Vikings came.
Andrew Human gets the recovery.
Human has a fumble recovery and an interception today.
Yeah, a big. You know, Andrew's become a big play defensive player. A lot of interception. I'll never forget that one he picked off at Central Method or at Mid-America last year when we were ahead 7-0. Picked one off and took it to the house to give us a 2-touchdown lead, and he's continued doing that since then.
And that's one of those plays that, who knows, that may have propelled us to that big season we had last year.
He could have, very much.
So CMU fumbles the ball in Valley territory. Now let's see if the Vikes can do something with it. 1st down at their own 27-yard line. Reyes takes the snap. They want to keep it on the ground, fighting for a yard or two out to the 30.
Tillman, I think.
Tillman is in there now. It'll be 5:20 to go. 27-10, Missouri Valley with the lead. You'd like to get one more here. 2nd down and 9, only a gain of a yard.
Taylor Coombs there to make the stop for Central Methodist. Again, as you said, a short game, 2nd and long.
2nd down, clock moving. In the 3rd quarter. Boy, it's turned out to be a beautiful fall afternoon. Reyes wants to throw. Blitz is on. He throws and gets it to Tillman out of the backfield. Tillman to the 40. Up the right sideline. Fighting for yardage all the way to the 45-yard line. They blitz from the left side, and he threw it right into the blitz to Tillman coming out of the backfield. 1st down at the 45-yard line.
You know, and Vikes have had pretty good time hitting that running back today. They've hit Delvon Franklin several times. That time hit Tillman. Ryan Retzmeyer there to make the stop, but it's enough for a 1st down all the way to the 45. Vikes still in their own territory.
So Valley now starting to change the field position again here with 4:38 to go in the quarter. 27-10 Valley. On a 1st down out of the pistol. Hand it off to Tillman. No, play action. Reyes throwing deep. Jarrell Davis makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and is down at the 6-yard line. Jarrell Davis got behind 2 of the defenders, makes the catch, 1st and goal to 5.
What I tell you, has Bruce Reyes been on target with his last 3 passes downfield? Boy, you know, that was a beautiful throw that time. He threw the one to Bird, then threw the touchdown pass to Benson, then put that one right on the money to Jarrell Davis down into the red zone at the 6-yard line. 4:20 left in the 3rd. Vikes knocking on the door again.
Get this one in and take control of this football game. Tillman is the running back on 1st and goal from the 6. Reyes takes a look over at the Viking sideline. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Tillman. Right up the middle. Tillman's in. 6-yard touchdown. Vikings score again. 33-10.
Boy, that's got to be demoralizing for Central Methodist. Here they claw back, get a field goal and a touchdown, think we're right in this game. And, I mean, just like that, in a matter of about 3 or 4 minutes, the Vikes put hopefully 14 points on the board.
How about Jarrell Davis and his speed? You know, 2 defenders there. He made a nice catch.
He did. And we got some. I think the thing that's most impressive about this Viking team is their team speed.
Here's the extra point attempt by Morrow. It's good again, and now Valley opening this thing up. It's 34-10. Still 4:02 to go in the 3rd quarter. From Greg Mitchell Field, we're back in 30 seconds. Viking Sports Network.
Find new roads with Chevrolet and John Rector Motors. Choose the exciting all-new Impala with free 2-year scheduled maintenance. Find new fuel economy with the 42-mile-per-gallon highway Chevy Cruze or the award-winning Chevrolet Malibu. And the all-new 2014 Chevy trucks are the finest Chevy trucks yet. Choose your new Chevy and ask Eddie, Charlie, or Karen how you can save up to $6,000 with customer and owner loyalty cash or get financing as low as 0% at John Rector Motors in Marshall.
Vikings score again, 34-10. Boy, Joe, that's 2 scores in a very short period of time. And you're right, pretty demoralizing to CMU.
Yeah, they fought hard to get back in there. Had to put a couple drives together. Got 3 out of one and 7 out of the other one. And then the Vikes, just like that, 14 quick points. So But I think we know with this speed, this offense is capable of exploding at any time, and they demonstrated that right there.
Ed Leslie needs to put some gas in the old car.
Hey.
Probably going to score another time or two today.
That old car looks like it gets stronger every year.
Yep. Here's Morrow's kick. He spins this one through the end zone. That one will sail a good 10 yards out of the end zone on the fly.
Yeah, that one never hit that Vikings in the end zone. Went all the way almost to the fence behind the track.
You know, interesting. We were talking last week to the coaches, you and I, and Coach Honnold and Coach Rowe, and he was talking about players. And he said two of the best. Now, you get this, as good as the Viking defense has been, Monty Rowe said two of the best he's ever coached play on this team, Tyler Davis and Ty Phillips.
I don't doubt it.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, those guys are good. And they seem like they're team leaders, too.
He said two of the best he's ever coached are on this team right here. First down for the Eagles. They now find themselves in the hole. They were only down by 10 moments ago. Stevens throws, and this ball is going to be picked up. It's to the 15-yard line, inside the 15, and it's Human again.
Wow.
There is a flag down, however, in the backfield. But Andrew Human gets his second INT. He's recovered a fumble, but let's wait and check the penalty.
And that was Nicholas Stevens, the quarterback, that made the touchdown saving tackle.
On the Eagles, Decline Valley football. What a game for Andrew Human.
Hey, you think maybe he's got a shot at being the conference defensive player of the week? 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery.
Wow. And Joe, you weren't here before the game. His family, there are a lot of games, they came up and told us how they appreciate when they can't go to road games to watch, to listen to us. And boy, they're here today, and they're all smiles. The group from Farmington is Andrew Human has had a whale of a football.
And a lot of them wear Human on the back of their shirt, don't they? So you can identify him. But yeah, he's a big play man. That was a great, nice timed interception that time. Vikes knocking at the door again.
So Valley really putting this one away now after CMU had got it to 20-10. Reyes rolls to his left, throws over the middle. It's caught. Touchdown. Vikings are rolling now.
Is that Jonathan Bird? No, one jet. Zach Thomas. Zach Thomas, the Sweet Springs native. That's Zach's first touchdown, I think.
I couldn't see the number in the pile,
I
but
couldn't
Zach
either.
Thomas, arms raised as he comes to the sideline. The young man from Sweet Springs has a touchdown, and he's being hugged by Jonathan Bird. The Vikings have put this one away now, 40-10.
And Zach, a converted defensive end, and he's really doing a good job at that tight end position.
Kick by Morrow on the way, and it is good. And folks, this was, believe it or not, this was a 20-10 game about 2.5 minutes ago.
Yeah. 4 great throws by Reyes. One to Jonathan Bird, one to Alex Benson, one to Jarrell Davis for the last set up the touchdown, and that touchdown strike to Zach Thomas. So he's thrown 4 great balls to 4 different receivers, and glad to see Zach do that. I think that's Zach's first touchdown. He caught that ball in a crowd. There were some people around there, and he just went up and got the ball and took it in for 6.
He's right down in front of us, down by the Gatorade, and he is a happy young man right now.
He's a great guy. He's telling
everybody how he caught it. He's doing his little dance on
his dad, Jack Thomas, along the sideline. Jack works at CMU Radio, our flagship station, and he wants to talk to Zach. He's going to talk to Zach right now. He's going to give him a low 5. Little brother gave him the high 5. Dad gave him the low 5.
That's good for a local product. There's kids on this. Our 2 guests today on the pregame: Philip Fowler from San Diego, Travis Thornton, the state of Louisiana. But we still have some kids 30 miles away that helped this team win.
Yep.
And that's great. That's Paul Trott's team. He gets them from everywhere, including local area. Vikings are rolling now, 41-10. Here's Morrow's kick. This could be returned. It's very short. Taken at the 10-yard line, up to the 15, going to the 20-yard line, trying to turn the corner to the 22, 23-yard line. I believe that was Logan Rolls, and he returned it to about the 27-yard line. Wow. The Viking offense has exploded in the last 3.5 minutes.
Wow, they have, and that's good to see, and that's good to see. You know, we have those passes out of the backfield, those short throws, but it's good to see Bruce completing those passes downfield, and he's done that very well here in the last 3 drives.
Again, if you're just joining us, it was 20-10 with about 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Now with 3:41 to go, it's 41-10. Nicholas Stevens will stay in at quarterback. On the first down play, the ball spotted at about the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Vikes hold that to about a gain of 1.5 yards. Andrew Human, 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery. Darren Davis has an INT today.
Denny Reyes there to make the stop on that last play. A very short gain of 1. Let's call it 2nd down and 9 with 3:22 left in the third. Vikes up by 31 points.
Reyes has had a good game from his linebacker spot. He's quick. 2nd down and 9. Stevens sends a man in motion. Takes the snap, looks to his right, throws it that way, incomplete. Reyes on the coverage. Pass was intended for Paul Stevens, and he had Ty Phillips right in his face.
Yeah.
Did Nicholas Stevens.
You think maybe Andrew Human's playing the ball now?
Yeah. He wants that trifecta. He'd like to have a hat trick, wouldn't he?
You guys blitz and cover the outside. I'm going to play center field, see if I can get another one.
I'd like to have my third one. 3rd down and 9. As the Eagles try to get any kind of momentum back. They had it rolling for a while. Now Stevens going to run. He's sacked. And it looks
Leon
like
Jackson,
Leon
I think.
Jackson
Yep,
got
Leon,
it.
the big guy. Leon, again, is a big defensive lineman. He stands 6'2", 285, a senior out of Merced, California. And I tell you, if he hadn't tripped Stevens up, he had some room to run there.
So Stevens tripped up for a sack, a loss of a yard. Gifford back to punt. Tyler Davis and is back to receive this. Tyler's back there along with Jarrell Davis. Jarrell had the big kickoff return after CMU had scored that really helped the Vikes get good field position, set up a touchdown. Here's the snap. Vikings, they kind of back away this time, and Jarrell's going to another crack at it. Grabs it at his own 37, brings it right side to the 40. 45 across midfield into CMU territory, right hash mark at the 47-yard line. Once again, good field position for Valley at the CMU 47.
Ethan Epperson, a linebacker out of Goodman. You ever been to Goodman, Missouri?
Never. I looked at that too, and I have no idea where Goodman.
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I can tell you generally where most places are in Missouri, but I've never heard of or been to Goodman.
Never been there. Vikings will have it. They have an injured player down here, and it's way down out of the play, way back at the 15-yard line. I don't know who that is, but I guess it was about the line of scrimmage. And so we're going to take a timeout here. We'll step aside as well. 41-10, all Valley now. 2:16 to go in the third quarter. Well, we'll keep it here because the player's up, and that is one of the Vikings. It's James Tillman.
Yeah. Looks like maybe a knee or an ankle, kind of walking gingerly on that left side, it looks like.
Tillman, one of our running backs. Of course, we've used 3 of them.
Good thing, though, he is on his feet.
Yeah. Being helped over by the training staff. Vikings will have it again at the CMU 47-yard line, and really putting this one away now. You're listening to KMMO Marshall, Stretch Internet, and watching Viking football on livestream.com. Chaz Maddie and his crew doing a great job.
You know, you just kind of felt early in this quarter Central Methodist kind of start to take control of this game in certain aspects. Boy, I mean, did the Vikings strike with lightning or what?
Yeah, if you'd had a 3 and out there and getting the ball back, it would have been interesting. Reyes gives it off to Keith O'Neill's in for the first time. Runs to the left side. Keith kind of sneaks underneath those big bodies and gets inside the 45-yard line down to the 42. He's the 4th running back the Vikings have used today.
Keith ran hard. He's only 165 pounds, but he went off that left side. Nice blocking on the left side of the line, and Keith got a gain of, let's call it 4 on the play, deeper into Central Methodist territory, ball just shy of the 42-yard line.
Boy, these big guys up front have getting better and better every week too.
Yeah, they are. They're young. They're going to get more experience, and I think the coaching staff has a lot of confidence in the future of those guys.
2nd down and 6. Hey, run the end around. Bounce it to the outside to the 40-yard line is Turk, and they shoved out of bounds. Well, that's really going to hurt his average because he was averaging about 60 yards a carry before that one. He got about 3 or 4. I got enough for the first down.
That's that play on the post-game interview last week. Coach Tross said we ought to run that more often. I think maybe afraid he don't run it, people are going to get on me, and he tried it. But that time, pretty good job by Central of sniffing it out. And it's enough, though, for a first down as Turk gets the ball down to about the 36-yard line.
Well, he gets a 10-yard gain, and you say, wow, what happened to the 60-yard average?
Yeah, we do.
He had a big touchdown. His touchdown last week at Culver was the game breaker.
Last play of the third quarter.
First down, O'Neill up the middle, tries to bounce to the outside. Keith looking for running room, spinning, fighting inside the hash marks and gets down to the 32-yard line. Clock moving, a minute to go, third quarter. Vikings well in control now, leading 41-10.
Taylor Coombs, big defensive lineman, 220-pounder out of Tipton, Missouri. That's a place where they've had some good football. They're down a little bit this year, but Coach Tony Braby, a former Viking player, he's had a good program down there, and they've been to the state many times.
2nd down and 6, a gain of 4 by O'Neal. Franklin in the backfield as well to block. Benson goes wide to the right side. Back to throw. Looking for Mikael Johnson, open in the corner. He makes a spectacular one-handed catch and walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow. Boy, what a throw by Reyes. I think Mikael could have caught that with 2 hands, but he just stuck the one hand up, so why not? Pulls it in.
Made the catch, and he was behind the defense. Everyone thinking run, and the blowout is on now, 47-10. Wow.
You know, and that's 5 straight downfield passes to 5 different receivers.
Morrow will attempt the extra point. Thornton holds. Kick is on the way. It is good. And Joe, since about the 7-minute mark of this quarter, the Vikings have scored 4 touchdowns.
28 unanswered points.
Wow.
Well, it's just that's good to see the offense is capable of doing this.
Well, you know, you're right. We do the dink and dunk offense, which is fine. But in this quarter, they're airing it out, and Bruce Reyes is putting it on the money.
These aren't receivers that have been wide open. I mean, they've run good patterns, but Bruce has threaded the needle several times.
All right, we'll take a quick 30-second break. Back with the kickoff on the Viking Sports Network.
This is Randy Horman with Central Missouri Agri-Service. When judging the quality of a free choice beef mineral, you need to look for minerals that are palatable and highly bioavailable, such as Kent Minerals with Raincoat. They ensure high levels of vitamins A, D, and E. The mixture is uniform for consistent mixing and nutrition. Raincoat also resists caking and wind erosion. Minerals with Raincoat from Kent Feeds. Innovation with a purpose from Central Missouri Agri-Service. Where you're more than a customer, you're a valued client.
4 unanswered touchdowns in the last 6.5 minutes by the Vikings, that they have exploded to lead 48-10. It was a 20-10 game. Here's Morrow's kick, and he'll do it again. Send this one deep into the end zone, and this one hits on the back line and goes out. So Morrow not giving CMU any hope of a return. And now we're starting to see some new people come into the ball game for Valley. I see Sean Lewis in there. Sean wasn't in originally. Leland Anderson, a defensive back, is in Denny Honnold's defensive backfield.
Rafi McLee's in there again.
Also, Nate Desmore comes in, a defensive back. So
Sherrod Allen over on one of those cornerback positions on the left side, looks like.
So Denny Honnold getting some of his young people into the ball game here.
Luke
as
Fisher.
The Vikes are up 48-10.
Luke Fisher's back in. He's played some. He's back into the linebacker position. Also, lucky number 13, Sean Lewis, is out there.
Ty Phillips stays in the game. On 1st down from the 25-yard line, and they'll hand it off, try to run wide to the right side, and gaining absolutely nothing is Stephon Allen. It'll be 2nd down and 10. The Vikes are starting to figure that play out. They strung that one out for no gain. 2nd down.
Yeah, Sherrod Allen made the stop, but give Rafi McLee credit. He strung the play out as he made the runner go to the outside, and Allen finished him off.
That may have been now a flag or whistle. Stops play. We're down to 4.6 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Vikings were up 20-3 at the break. CMU scored a touchdown to make it 20-10, and then the Vikings exploded for 28 points in the last 7.5 minutes of the 3rd quarter. We head to quarter number 4. It's all Valley now, 48-10 on the Viking Sports Network.
Ready for something different for lunch or dinner? Check out Pico Cita Grill and Pizzeria in Marshall. You'll be delighted by their large selection of amazing El Salvadorian cuisine, pizza, and American classics, now with more burrito and pizza choices on their menu. Open Tuesdays through Thursdays and Sundays till 9, Fridays and Saturdays till 10 at